Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? Scratch Percolate was really good. This man Theo Bully. Today is a busy day. Today is a busy day. I hope your Saturday is not as busy as mine. What's going on with the Rock With Me Nation? What is going on? Y'all see we got on here? Blade. We got Blade 5. I don't even know how to feel about that. Blade 5. Blade 5. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, your king. You already in here. Come on, your king is already. You know what? I'm so discombobulated and I thought I had everything. It's the cat fault. Blame it on the cat. Hold on. Blame it on the cat. It's the cat fault. It's the cat fault. That's okay. That's okay, because we got a great, you know what? Brian Hill. Brian Hill. We're gonna have to talk Brian Hill. Somebody hit up Brian Hill, Illuminati, after this and everything like that. We need to sit down and have a discussion. Maybe we can get him on the show. Brian got me in my feelings in regards to issue 5. If you picked up issue 5, you probably in your feelings too. You probably are, and you got every right to be. You do. That said, we want to thank Brian Hill for the Blade Red Band. We also want to thank Federica. Let me make sure I'm saying her name right. Federica for the art. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That said, do you remember we left off last issue? Just asking. Because if you that ain't where we picking up this issue. That's not where we picking up this issue. No, it's not. Last issue, Pontious sent Blade to Addy, told Blade to pull up. That's what he said. Based on the way this issue opened up, I'm thinking Blade pulled up. Blade pulled up, except it didn't go the way Blade wanted it to go. Because you see what we got going on, right? Blade is suspended upside down from the ceiling. Yeah, that ain't the way we thought. My question though is, where's Elena at? That's my question. Where's Elena? Anyway, Pontious, because that's where Blade went to. Pontious taunts Eric as he wakes up, comes to rather. He's thinking Van Helsing is finna be the typical bad guy, and I'm finna tell you, there's nothing typical about Pontious. Think about Crowley in Supernatural. I know y'all like, wait, Crowley. I'm just saying, like, you know, the bad guys is all the bad guys in Supernatural wasn't always just bad. No, they had something else going on. Pontious got something else going on. Anyway, like I said, he taunts Blade. He does. More talking ensues as Blade tries to put Pontious in a box with the label based on what he's experienced in his lifetime. You know how folks try and put you in boxes right now. I think this is the era of just putting folks in labels, in boxes. Liberal, Democrat, conservative, Republican. Oh, damn it. Them labels don't even apply to the folks that claim them labels apply to them. So the religious labels don't, no, because you're not living your life like that. That said, he tried to put Pontious in a box. It don't work. Thing is, Pontious is the first Pontious Eric never came across. Just like in your lifetime, the people that you come across for the first time are the very first them that you coming across. Like if you come across Theo, I'm the first Theo. You may have come across some folks that look like me, sound like me, talk like me, dress like me, but I'm it. I'm an individual. No, it's just me. It's just me. So that's what's going on. Blade is trying to compare Pontious to everybody else. I assure you, Pontious is not like everybody else. If there's such a thing as a loaded question, Pontious is a loaded individual. Yep. So he flat out tells him, I'm going to show you some things. Pontious telling Blade, I'm going to show you some things. And if you still want to run the one, say less. Oh, that's all right. So if you want to run the one, after I finish talking to you, if you still want to run it, we can run it. Now, this gets to be interesting to me. He tells him, Van Helsing tells Blade, the most powerful force in the world is empathy. We'll discuss why that may be later on in the discussion phase. From there, he takes Blade down his his memory lane, Pontius's memory lane. He says on the day he viewed the sunrise with his human eyes, the last day he viewed the sunrise with his human eyes, he stood next to Longinus. I don't know how to pronounce it, and witnessed a great quake in the world. That's what he said, that he witnessed the deletion of a man who would change it forever. He witnessed the deletion of a man who would change the world forever. Now, you know how me, Daryl, Rock With Me Nation, we say it's real hard to be dumb, stupid with a smart device in your hand. Well, I was using the smart device when I was writing up the script, right? So I Googled. Do y'all know who Longinus is? Longinus is the name given to the unnamed Roman soldier who pierced the side of Jesus with a lance, who in medieval and some modern Christian traditions is described as a convert to Christianity. His name first appeared in the apocryphal Gospel of Nicodemus. All right. So clearly Pontius been around for a while, but it makes me ask a question. Stay with me here. So yeah, Brian is saying Pontius was a witness. We're not going to do that. He was a witness, right? He says his thoughts that night must have Pontius. He's saying his thoughts that night must have called out to evil, because he found himself attacked by it. He was attacked by vampires that night. Did y'all read issue 4? I read issue 4. Brian, am I missing something? Anyway, yeah, because I didn't we say in issue 4 he was upset about some stuff, and Cain came to him because he was mad, and Cain said, "Hey, I don't want to be alone no more. We can be angry together." That's what Cain said. I could be wrong now, yeah, but in issue 5 we saying he was at the side with Longinus when Longinus Jesus, and he witnessed a great evil that day, and we're saying that him witnessing that great evil, staying focused on that great evil, he found himself beset by great evil that night. Vampires. Brian, Mr. Hill, Mr. Illuminati. I'm confused with it. I'm gonna need you. I'm just saying I like it. Now I don't want nobody saying I ain't like the story. No, don't say that. I'm putting no words in my mouth. I'm saying I remember what I read in issue 4, and I'm looking at what I got in issue 5, and I'm somewhat confused with it. That's all that I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. We're gonna get back to the story. His story done, Van Helsing releases Blade and tells him to do what he feel. Hey, bro, I'm gonna let you go. Do what you feel. And Blade do what Blade do. Blade gonna Blade. Blade gonna Blade. And just like that, Pontius loses his. That's what it's done. Nope. It wasn't Pontius who Blade did that to. It was Elena that Blade did that to. And he swear Pontius tricked him. Pontius like, no, I ain't trick you. I ain't trick you. Now he did use some illusion, but he said, no, I ain't trick you. I ain't Barney. I ain't manipulating you. No, you did what you like doing. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. He states his name is Pontius Van Helsing. 2 names he took for a reason. I'm gonna have to look up the whole Pontius thing. He tells Blade he will give him the second chance he didn't have. Because remember last issue? See, this one I'm going back. Remember last issue? Issue 4, Pontius come home. His home is effed up. He pissed. He mad, right? That's when Cain come along, right? Well, the second chance, I'm thinking what Pontius is saying, had his family been, basically had he been saved from being so angry, he'd have moved differently. Well, he tells Blade he gonna give him the second chance he didn't have. He conjures up a spell that heals Elena as a vampire. Yep, she's a vampire now. Of course, Blade sees her as a monster off the rip, but I got to give it to Pontious. He like asking tough questions. Y'all say I like asking tough questions? Well, not tell him does. Well, Pontious like asking tough questions. He asked Eric flat out, do you hate her for who she is right now? She just like us. That's what he's saying. He then leads Blade to a separate part of his dwellings where we see a vampire community. Yes, it's vampire tent city. Men, women, kids, bonfire. Yeah, that's what that is. And they are living in peace in a war-torn part of a country because ain't nobody gonna go there. They living in peace. Yeah, that's what that is. He then tells Blade that the spell guard are coming. They branded him, Blade, so they're able to track his location. Another tough question. What Eric gonna do when they get there? Eric, not to be outdone, responds with the question of his own. Does Pontious want to destroy the world? And Pontious replies with another question. It's a whole bunch of improper stuff being. You don't answer a question with a question. You're not supposed to do that. Clearly, because it's improper etiquette. Clearly, they don't give two damn. At least Pontious don't. Pontious is like, why you think that's what I want to do? Because that's what they told you I wanted to do. All right. All right. And that's what they told you. Or because you hate what you are so much that you can't see the truth in anyone like you. Damn it, another difficult question. Is it so? Do you believe what they told you because they told it to you, or you just hate vampires just that damn much? Where anytime a vampire telling you something, you gonna think it's a lie. Ain't you a vampire? Damn, tough question. Tough question. He tells me, say, look, hey, bro, look, I'm finna go do some stuff real quick, but hurry up and make up your mind because the spell guard on their way. They should be here shortly. As Eric contemplates his next move, a young vampire child. She's just adorable. She is. She's just adorable. She approaches him. She tells him of how soldiers hurt her, but Pontious saved her. She couldn't walk or anything. Wow. She run up and hug Blade, Eric around the leg. Yeah, so adorable. And he don't know what to do. He freaking out. He got his hand out like, what? Okay, I don't know what to do with this. Anyway, he need to hurry up and figure it out fast. Because the spell guard, they didn't arrive and they want all the smoke, not some of it. They want all the smoke. Making their entry through the compound, they find the vampire community now empty. It's empty now. Except for Blade. Blade there. And Blade got a simple question. Why y'all here? Blade like, why y'all here? They say they there for Pontious. Okay. Well, once y'all get Pontious, what y'all gonna do with the people here? They don't answer that question, right? They say them ain't people. And the spell guard exists to do away with, shouldn't be there. Wrong answer. That is entirely the wrong answer because Blade gave him a choice. He said, listen, leave, I'm gonna delete you. I like when they talk like that. Don't you like? Ain't that kind of what T'Challa said? Leave, or you gonna get deleted. Ain't that kind of like what Ayo told Natalie? Move, or you will be moved. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. The spell guard, I don't really understand this because it's like, what if y'all could have took out Pontious? Y'all have took out Pontious your damn self. But you came and got Blade. And mind you, they did a lot of trash talking while them and Blade was getting into it. But Blade gonna Blade, and Blade was blading. But the thing is that while Blade was blading, Pontious was given a nice little soliloquy. And I'm gonna repeat it right here. He tells Blade, Grant me time. Judge me on what I seek to achieve. Protect these souls. You are not a monster. You are not the hunter of monsters. You are the enemy of evil. You choose wisely. Now, while he's talking, Eric did what he needed to do, was going to do with the spell guard, the young girl vampire, the child. She run up. Eric, I knew you would help us. She like, Eric, I knew. And once again, she is just so adorable. Later on, Pontious hands Eric the book that he was reading from. Let me back up a little bit, because this is poignant. I want us to have this moment right here. I want you to have what I have. If you have the book, if you don't have the book, you get to the end of it. I want you to read this passage right here, because I think this is something important. When the spell guard attacked Blade, Pontious says, this is his opening soliloquy. Varney left you with the embers of his will. I have shared my wisdom. It is time for you to forgive yourself, Eric. What if I told you there was a way to end our curse, to master the darkness and master ourselves? In the book, there's a way. It's secret code. With time, I shall master it for all of us. Grant me time, Eric. Judge me on what I seek to achieve. Protect these souls. You are not a monster. You are not the hunter of monsters. You are the enemy of evil. You choose wisely. After Blade has saved everybody, the young girl run up to him, hug him and everything like that. Pontious gives Blade the book. He says, keep it. I have burned its secrets into my mind. I can solve its riddles. Keep it from the spell guard and leave me be, Eric. To which Eric replies, if I hear you do anything, Pontious interrupts, you will seek to destroy me, as you should. I only seek to free us all, to find the source of what created us. And I can help you. I can help you find the true evils of this world. We are cursed, Eric, but we can be forgiven. And that is when we see the lackey, a spell guard lackey, letting an unseen master, letting them know that they have failed. And the master says, no, we have not failed yet. And that's it. That's it. That's it. We get this letter from Brian Hill. Blade fans, Brian Hill here. I'm not particularly good at the cool author letter, but I am good at speaking from the heart. And anyone reading this has given my work on one of my favorite characters their time. I appreciate it. I do believe that evil exists in the world. I suspect it might be sentient and ancient. I also believe that we have the ability to defeat it, but we have to conquer ourselves first. Blade continues that fight. So do we all. You know, Brian, I kind of felt like you had an underlying message in this story. I did. And I picked up what you were putting down. So let's go back. I said the discussion phase. We're going to get to the discussion, but I'm going to be what I'm supposed to be and greet those that are here. We got Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group. Ronnie J, what's going on, Ronnie? Mr. William Moloch, what's going on? We in here, Grand Madam Tara. Grand Madam, you are always on time. You are always on time. So let's look at what we said. I said I want to go back to this first part where he tells Blade, asks him, do you know what the most powerful force in the world is? Empathy. I said I wanted to spin the block on that. Is empathy. We live in this world. You live, I live, we all live. What is empathy? What is empathy? As opposed to sympathy. Well, we don't want to be, what we say is real hard to be dumb with a smart device in your hand. And we're not going to paraphrase that, no, because some folks will be trolling and be like, that ain't what empathy means. So let's take a look at this. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It involves being aware of, sensitive to, and vicariously experiencing another person's thoughts and experiences. Imagine that. Imagine a world, nation, city, community that was empathetic towards one another. What's the likelihood that we would be violent toward one another? If we practice putting ourselves in another person's shoes before we just go off, what's the likelihood that this would be a much better world to live in? When Brian makes his statement, the letters page, he believes evil does exist in the world. If there's good, there's evil, right? Well, how do you overcome that? I got to know what wrong is. As we said with Blade, you don't fight monsters, you fight evil. There's a difference between the two. I said something earlier about supernatural, and I mentioned Crowley. Well, one of the things that Sam and Dean practiced, they didn't go after every monster. It's not every monster is a monster. It's a difference. Just like not every human is human, right? 5 issues. 5 issues. I don't believe it was rushed. I don't. I think Brian knew what his number count was. I found this series to be paced like it was supposed to be. You left me on a you left me on a cliffhanger. You did. Left the readers on the cliffhanger. We got Pontious Van Helsing. I would like to see Pontious Van Helsing and the Spell Guard show up. They don't necessarily have to show up with Blade, but we should get some Pontious if we're gonna have a Dracula. We got a Barney out there and everything like that. We should definitely get Pontious again. We do know that vampires are now able to walk around in broad daylight in Marvel Comics, right? That's what's going on. We do know that vampire encampment is there. So I would not want this to be a one and done. I feel like that happens too many times in regards to our characters. No differently than I do with T'Challa, no differently than I do with Jefferson Pierce, no differently than I do with John Stewart, Aurora Monroe, Joanna Cargill. Do the same thing here with Eric. I'm reading these characters, these side characters, these world building characters, and we got some going over here with Blade. I would like for Brian here to continue writing Blade because he's shown us that he does care, giving us 2 great story arcs, my opinion. But if Brian Hill is not able to come back, for whatever reason, that I would like for the next writer, to pick up on what he's established and build from there. Don't ignore what he's written. Don't deconstruct what he's written. Build upon what he's written. We got some good stuff there and everything like that. Let me check in these comments. And we came here for a great time, not for a long time. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. It's Saturday. Y'all could have been anywhere else today. Grand Madam, yeah, thank you so much, Grand Madam. You pulled up last night. Yes, thank you. Truer words were never spoken. Not every human is human. Absolutely. So, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. If you have not picked up Blade Red Band, 5 issues in. If you want to wait for the trade paperback, it is definitely a trade paperback that I would suggest. It's easy reading. It's fun reading. It's going to be a fast read. Now, fingers ain't really popping, but he keep you on point. We're going to see what's next in regards to Blade. But Mr. Hill, thank you so much. Blade will be on the Wall of Fame. Yeah, Blade will be on the Wall of Fame. We're going to keep this up there on our Wall of Fame. And the way we're going to do this Wall of Fame is this. We got Storm on our wall of fame. We got Shadow Cabinet on our wall of fame. We got Miles Morales, Spider-Man on our wall of fame, Avengers wall of fame. Here's how I'm gonna wind up rotating my wall of fame. If your series stands out to me, you will be on the wall of fame until you get replaced by another series. Currently, we got Jed McKay's run of the Avengers. We got Black Lightning. That run is complete. We're gonna wind up taking. Yeah, that's what's gonna wind up. We done had JR up there. JR is hid behind us. He on the wall of fame, but he's hid behind the Black Panther Wakanda Atlas. What we're going to do is that ain't right. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it. Yeah, JR, we're gonna take your run down. And matter of fact, I don't think his run ain't up there. That's Eve Ewing, Dr. Eve Ewing's run. So we got Dr. Eve Ewing's run. We got 2 runs by Brian Hill Illuminati. We got Cheryl Lynn Eaton's run. Brian, we also got your Ultimate Black Panther run on the wall. We got Mr. Mario Ayadele's Storm run on the wall. We got Mr. Illich's Shadow Cabinet on the wall. We got Green Lantern War Journal starring John Stewart on the wall. Justice League Unlimited on the wall. So yeah, give us some good series with our. Give us some good series with our characters, and they will go up on the wall of fame with the action figure representing that particular section. So yeah, I liked it. Once again, you go pick it up. I highly recommend it. If you are a Blade fan, I recommend it. If you like some simple, I don't want to say simple. If you like easy, fun reading, go ahead and jump on there. Other than that, I'm gonna see about bringing y'all another comic book View-Scussion today. I just gotta figure out which one it's gonna be, because we kind of winding down. It ain't really. Let me see here. Hold on. Because it's great like to say we sitting on content over here. It's great like to say we sitting on content. Oh yeah. No, I don't want to do that. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out and everything like that. We're gonna figure it out. Till then, hit that subscribe. Check your subscribe button, because YouTube tripping. I know good and doggone well we ain't stuck at 1241. I know that ain't what we're doing. So check your subscription. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button. Leave a comment and share the video. That said, we out. Till next time. Hold on. You are we appreciate that, Kamoyo. We got stuff we got to do. We got some action figures we got to customize and everything like that. We got some stories we need to be telling. Yeah, we got some more comic book review. That said, in the meantime, in between time, in memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. We out.